Edward's Day Out. Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 5 other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. They said, "Oh, the driver won't choose you again. He wants strong engines like us." Edward hadn't been out for a long time and he began to feel sad. Just then, the driver and fireman came along to start work. The driver looked at Edward and said, "What is the matter? Are you feeling sad? Would you like to come out today?" And Edward said, "Oh, yes, please." So the fireman lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. The driver pulled the lever and Edward puffed away. "Look at me! Look at me!" The other engines were very cross about being left behind, and away went Edward to get some couches. At last, Edward found the couches and they said, "Oh, please be careful, Edward, don't bump and back us like the other engines do." So Edward came up to the couches very, very gently and the shunter fastened the coupling. The couches were very pleasant. "Thank you, Edward, that was kind. We are glad you are taking us today." Then they went to the station where the people were waiting. Here we are! Here we are! "Come along, Gary, quickly, please." So the people got in quickly and Edward waited happily for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. He waited and waited, but there was no whistle and no green flag. Edward was getting anxious. "Where is the guard?" The driver and fireman asked the station master, "Have you seen the guard?" "No." They asked to the porter, "Have you seen the guard?" "Yes, last night." Edward began to get cross. "Are we ever going to start?" Just then a little boy shouted, "Here he comes!" And they are the guards. Was running down the hill with his flag in one hand and a sandwich in the other. He ran onto the platform. Edward puffed away. He did a happy day. All the children ran to wave as he went past, and he met old friends at all the stations. He worked so hard that the driver promised to take him out again the next day, and he told the other engines at the shed that night, "I am going out again tomorrow. What do you think of that?" But he didn't hear what they do because he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once.